Lots of people wear one of these. Maybe you're one of them. Crosses have become a pretty popular fashion accessory. People wear them because they look nice, and who wouldn't agree with that when you see a nice shiny one like this? But go back 2,000 years and crosses looked a lot different. The Romans were experts at execution, and the cross was their most brutal tool for the job. People would be nailed through their hands and through their feet to wooden crosses and then left there to die. That alone would be excruciatingly painful, but their death would eventually be through suffocation because as they grew weaker, they were no longer able to support themselves to breathe. Although masses of people were killed in this horrendous way throughout the time of the Roman Empire, it was one man, Jesus, who made the cross famous. And it's because of the significance of that particular crucifixion that we see this familiar symbol in so many places today. But can an event that happened so long ago possibly make any difference to us in the 21st century? We're also high tech nowadays. We've got iPhones and iPads and 3D HD TVs, even electric toothbrushes. We can connect to the internet and each other pretty much instantly from pretty much anywhere and see our friends and family from the other side of the world while we're talking to them. We found cures to illnesses that in the past took millions of lives. It's amazing what we can do these days, but there's something that no doctor can cure, no technician can fix, a problem that no technical gadget can solve. We live in a messed up and broken world, and no matter how much we learn or how much stuff we have, underneath we're all broken. Life happens to all of us, and sometimes the things it throws at us isn't always good. Some of us are better than others at putting on a brave face, but underneath we've all been hurt in some way or other, and that affects who we are today. We all do and say stuff that we know we shouldn't, and stuff that hurts others, stuff that knocks people down, stuff that maybe leaves us with feelings of guilt and shame. We lie, we cheat, we steal, we fight, we even kill other human beings. Just a quick flick onto any TV news channel tells you that the world is in a mess. Yet, the message of the cross is that in Jesus, God chose to step into that broken world and do what only He could do to put it right. So, in a way, although this is a symbol of execution, to me, it's also a symbol of love. The greatest, deepest love that anyone could ever know. Jesus' crucifixion was different to any other crucifixion, and in fact any other death in the whole of history, because this was the perfect, guiltless Son of God dying on behalf of a messed up and guilty world. This was the creator of everything stepping into his creation and dying in their place. Romans were amazing at execution, but it wasn't them who kept Jesus on that cross, and it wasn't the nails, and it definitely wasn't that he was powerless. One called to heaven and he could have had armies of angels at his side. What kept him there was love. Once, when talking about what his death will actually do, Jesus said that God loved the world so much that he gave his one and only Son, so that everyone who believes in him wouldn't die but have everlasting life. He didn't send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. It's so easy for us to think that God is a big guy in the sky, pointing the finger of blame at us every time we make a mistake or get something wrong, and waiting for us to just slip up. But that's so far from the truth. God didn't send his Son into the world to condemn it, but to save it. As Jesus carried the cross, he carried the weight of all our guilt and our shame, our fear, our stress, our anxiety, our sadness and our pain. As he was beaten and bruised, it was so that we could be healed and free from our sickness, illness, depression and hurts from the past. And as he died, he took on himself the punishment for everything that we do wrong. In a way, our lives are a bit like this. Our anger, our pride, our selfishness, our lies, cheating, stealing, lust, and greed, all pollute our lives and in a way make us a little bit yucky on the inside. All this stuff creates a massive void between us, messed up humanity, and a holy God. Nothing we could ever do will get us across that void. It's totally impossible unless God reaches down to us and lifts us up to himself. which is exactly what he does when we come to him, admit that we've made a bit of a mess of things, and ask him to fix us. What Jesus did on the cross made a way for us to be made completely clean. He could clean us up from the inside out and give us a brand new start, a clean slate. In a way, a brand new life. Because the other extraordinary thing about Jesus' death is that he didn't stay dead. After 2 days, his friends met him, well and truly alive again, and he's alive today. Even death couldn't hold him down. How do I know that he's alive? Because I know him. The cross has opened up the way for us to not just know about God, but to actually know him personally, to hang out with him, and to talk with him about absolutely anything. He's keeping the whole universe ticking over, but he still cares about even the tiniest details of our lives. I might not be able to see him, but I know that like electricity is real because of its power, and I see what it does. I can see the evidence of God all around me in the stuff that he does and the stuff that he's made. I've seen him answer prayers time and time again and make sick people well. I've seen the difference that he's made in people's lives, how he's lifted depression and set people free from fear and guilt. And especially, I see the difference that he's made in my own life. And honestly, I don't know where I'd be without him. So, can an event that happened almost 2,000 years ago make a difference today? Me and many others think that it really can. This all means that far from simply being something pretty or something old and irrelevant, the cross can be the most amazing, freeing and life-changing thing ever. But it demands a response from us. What will yours be?
The wind and waves obey. It's strong.